Dear students, this is Dr. Zulfى. Good morning, everybody. Today, inshallah, I'm going to discuss with you Act 3 with its 6 scenes of Macbeth. Okay. Now, I want only to mention the very important points, to summarize the very important points in this scene, in this act. Okay. Okay. The very important points in this act is that now we know in Act 2 that the King Duncan was murdered. Now, so the first prophecy, which was to be the thing of Cawdor for Macbeth, came true, and the second one came true after murdering the king. Macbeth himself became the king. This situation made Banquo think of the prophecy again. And he said to himself that the prophecies of the witches towards Macbeth came true, which made him suspect or doubt that Macbeth was the murderer of the king. Okay, he knows that he was ambitious, and he is the only one who gets the advantage of murdering the king. And the prophecy, the first prophecy achieved in front of him was true. In front of him, he became the Thane of Cawdor. Okay, and so now Macbeth, he doubted that Macbeth wanted to bring the second prophecy true. And at the same time, he thought that if the witches' prophecies were true, so his own children will be kings of England. I mean, Banquo's children will be kings of England. Now, however, after murdering the king, Macbeth and his wife were not comfortable. They could not sleep. Okay, so because of feeling guilty. But still, in spite of that, Macbeth also started to think about the witches' prophecies. The witches' prophecies came true that he became Thane of Cawdor, and came true that he became a king. Whatever the way he chose to be a king, he became a king. Okay. And he started to think of Banquo, to think about the third part of the prophecy that Banquo's children will be kings of Scotland. So he felt that Banquo and his sons or his children are threatening him. This is very important. And this is a very important point that pushes the events of that tragedy. Now, since he's thinking that Banquo and Banquo's children are threatening his crown, he plotted against them against Macbeth and his son Fleece to kill them. He hired 3 murderers and asked them to kill Banquo and his son. However, the murderers succeeded in killing Banquo, but his son Fleece ran away. And while Banquo was dying, he told his son to revenge for him. Okay, now Macbeth, when the news came to Macbeth, Macbeth had a banquet, a party with all the Danes of Scotland. So when the news came to Macbeth that the murderers could not kill Fleece, and Fleece ran away, he confused, he was upside down, he trembled and shivered till his wife, to the extent that his wife asked the people, the Danes who were attending the party or the banquet, to leave away, and she told them that he's suffering a fit, a disease. Okay, she tried to cool him, but she could not. Okay. However, when he was thinking of when Macbeth was thinking of murdering Banquo, he did not take any advice from his wife. He decided to do that by himself. Okay, now they exchanged the roles. He decided to kill Banquo, and she followed him. It was the opposite when they killed Duncan, which means that Macbeth now is going stronger in the way of murdering. Now he feels free to murder. He does not want anyone to push him, like what happened from his wife when they decided to kill Banquo, when they decided to kill Duncan, the king. Okay, now he feels that he has to do, and he decides to kill, and he takes the decision by himself, which means that he is going down towards his tragic fate, towards his tragic end. Okay, and in his soliloquy, while he was thinking about murdering Banquo, he was talking to himself, asking supernatural power to release him from his humanity. To release him from his humanity. You see, the most powerful moment of the scene, look at the blue lines here, the most powerful moments of the scene are the final ones, which Macbeth calls for the cancellation of the bond between himself and the world. He wants to cancel the natural, the human relation between himself and the world in which he was born. Okay, bond is more than simply a simile from the world legal jargon. Just now, he means, as I told you, that he wants to get rid of his humanity to be able to kill. It is similar to Lady Macbeth when she asked the supernatural powers to unsex her from her being a woman, a kind woman. Okay, so they are exchanging roles. Now they are exchanging roles. Okay, I want to comment also on something, that when Macbeth, after killing Duncan, he saw, or before killing Duncan, he saw that a dagger, as if a dagger was flying on the air, covered with blood. So also when the news came to him about the running fleece after killing Banquo, he also saw the ghost of Banquo. So which means that his mind is in restless. Okay, he's suffering something between his feeling guilty and his over ambition, which push him to do illegal things. Now, you see, Lady Macbeth protests that she is not comfortable with the idea of murdering Banquo. You see, now she does not want to murder Banquo. Macbeth wanted to murder Banquo. They are exchanging roles. Both are devils. Now, okay, so, and the most powerful, as I told you, okay, summary and analysis, okay. Now, murderers were hired, as I told you. Actually, I told you the whole summary, and they killed Banquo while his son ran away. Okay. You see, I said I summarized all the main ideas. Now, what's new in this act, that other Danes of Scotland started to doubt Macbeth. Now, Lennox, which reveals his doubt concerning Macbeth. His argument is that those who might be immediately suspected of murdering their kinsmen are less likely to have done so than Macbeth, who had killed the guards of Duncan's chambers. He said, now Macbeth killed the guards. Why Lennox doubted Macbeth? Because he killed the guards. He killed the guards pretending that in order not to find anyone have any clue against him. If the guards were alive, they would say that we did not kill, someone else killed the king, but he killed them in order not to find any clue, or in order not to let anyone to doubt him. However, people are not stupid, and Lennox now is doubting Macbeth. Okay. And the new point in this scene, something new, is that Macduff, who was the first one to discover the murder of Duncan, okay, and also he doubted that Macbeth killed the king, ran away because ran away from Scotland to join Malcolm in England. Do you know why he ran away? He found that Macbeth killed Banquo. Okay, so because Banquo, for any reason, maybe nobody knows about the prophecy, but however, Macbeth killed him. So Banquo thought that this tyrant, this tyrant will kill others, particularly those who discovered the murder of the king. So he doubted him as being the murderer and the traitor who betrays his king and his country. So now Macduff joined Malcolm in England because he wanted to revenge for the king from to revenge on Macbeth for his bad deeds, for killing the king. Okay, now you can answer these questions. You have a lot of questions here. I'll drop them on your pages and you can answer them and we'll discuss them later, inshallah. Thank you.